students, I am Sumathi. I am working in G.K.Jain school. Today I teach the lesson for 8th standard social science, history lesson number 1. The lesson name is Advent of the Europeans. In this lesson, to know the kinds and sources of modern India. Second thing, to understand the Portuguese trade interest in India. Third, to know the arrival and settlement of English and French East India companies. We will see one by one the account of the sources of modern India. The sources for the history of modern India help us to know the political, socio-economic and cultural developments in the country. The Portuguese, the Dutch, French, Danes and English recorded the official transactions in India on state papers. History can be written with the help of written sources and material sources. There are two types of sources in history, written sources and material sources. Written sources, what is written sources? After the advent of the printing press, books were published in different languages. People began to acquire the knowledge easily in the fields like art, then literature, then history and science. Archives. What is archives? It has main sources of information for understanding past administrative machinery as well as a guide to the present and future generations related to all matters. This is called archives. Second thing is material sources. What is material sources? Paintings and statues are the main sources of modern Indian history, which provide information about the national leaders and historical personalities and their achievements. Then, historical buildings and museums preserve and promote our cultural heritage. Coins are a good source to know about the administrative industry. What is the economic conditions? They tell the coins. Second thing, the Portuguese established the trading centers in India. In AD 1498, Vasco da Gama reached Calicut, where he was cordially received by King Zomarin, the ruler of Calicut, a second Portuguese navigator. He is the second Portuguese navigator. Pedro Alvarez Cabral sailed towards India in 1500. Vasco da Gama came to India for the second time in 1501 with 20 ships. Founded a trading center at Kannanur. One after another, they established factories at Cochin but was defeated. Cochin was the first capital of the Portuguese East India Company. During the 16th century, Portuguese succeeded in capturing Goa, Daman, Diu, Salcete, Hooghly on the Bengal coast and St. Thomas on the Madras coast and enjoyed good trade benefits. Next one is the British established the trading centers in India. In 1600, Elizabeth, the Queen of England, granted a charter to the Governor and Company of Merchants of London to trade with East Indies. The company was headed by a governor and a court and secured permission to raise the settlement of at Surat, which was cancelled later. In 1612, the English captain Thomas Best inflicted a severe defeat over the Portuguese in a naval battle near Surat. Captain Nicholas Downton was another decisive victory over the Portuguese in 1614. The comparative success of the British over the Portuguese, the Dutch, Danish and the French was largely due to the commercial competitiveness, spirit of supreme sacrifice, government support, naval superiority, national character and the ascendancy in Europe. The Swedish East India Company was founded in Gothenburg, Sweden in 1731 for the purpose of conducting trade with the far west. Second thing, the venture was inspired by the success of the Dutch East India Company and the British East India Company. What are the European places? Capture the places. Calicut, Portuguese. Cochin, Portuguese. Then Madras, English. Surat, English. And then Calcutta places, English companies. Pondicherry, French settlement. Then Chinsura is Dutch settlement. Pulicat also Dutch settlement.